Fired by Robots podcast.
Hello, this is Fired by Robots podcast number 13. My name is Pavel, and with me is my friend Aivars. As always, we talk about mobile apps, our mobile apps, our areas of interest in AI, and getting fired by AI to do some other stuff like gardening. Although I don't have a garden, Aivars have a big garden in Latvia, but he is right now in Bangkok. Hello, Aivars. How are you?
Hey, Pavel. Hello, everyone. Oh, maybe it was busy as always. I'm kind of always feel that, okay, this week was busy. Probably next one will be less busy. That's just ongoing theme. But that's part of the problem of being in the app developer, probably, because you always can do something more. You never kind of running out of the things to do. Comparing with like regular 9 to 5, you just clock in, clock out, and after that you have your after work life. But I don't know. Today on the morning in the gym again, I was kind of thinking about projects and content and what else not. You basically busy all the time. But yeah, that's good busy. I enjoy that. How's your week? How you are doing?
My week was not only good busy, but we've had some doctor appointments. I also have been doing so much stuff. When I came back from vacation, I decided, okay, and I have talked about it in the podcast already, like it's time for me to focus a little bit more on one project and one product and at least one area of products, and narrow down what I'm doing right now. And I thought I'll be able to declutter all of those things I've been doing last week, but this was an ongoing theme for this week also. I still have tons of stuff that I want to close. But one thing that's closing right now is my newsletterytics apps. The app is selling, and I think I've been talking about it I think last episode too, but finally it's getting done. It's not done, but it's 1% to finalize this. It takes a little bit of time. And I've been doing the sale through TrustMRR. Mark, oh my god, what's his last name? I forgot.
Low.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Mark Low.
We definitely pronounce that wrong, but it writes about like that.
Yeah, so I've been doing that from through that website. It's actually been a great experience. He had done very well in terms of this being a very good user experience. Also, the cut on the sale price is very cheap. I don't know if that's because of the app has been pretty low priced, but so there's $50 that goes to escrow, and another $50 that goes to Mark for the service he provides, which is very cheap. I sold 2 apps through Flippa last year, and for example, that there was at least 10% on one thing on one app. So 10% is quite a lot.
It's a lot.
And that's why I was hesitant into buying. But Flippa has on the other side they have I think a way bigger pool of potential buyers. So it's 50-50 how I could approach it, but the sale has been going well. It's funny, I think while since I started the conversation with the guy who's buying, also some French guy by the way, the app has been growing and growing. Like I started the listing, and it was like around 1.5 to 1.7 times annual recurring revenue. And like right now it's close to 1.1 because the app like has been growing quite a lot, and
revenue is growing.
Like yeah, and the MRR is like above 300 right now, or no, it's close to 300 MRR, and revenue has been above 300. But I'm glad I'm selling this, so that's been some part of my week.
Yeah, that's interesting because on this week or last week, no, doesn't matter. Basically, on the live stream, we were talking about upselling process as well, and I was asked, why did I ever kind of think about selling my applications? And my answer to that is, if those applications making money, I kind of don't mind to have them in portfolio, and if they are not making money, then no one really needs them. So there's no way to sell it. And then we took on my portfolio, and one of the applications was updated last time in 2022, basically 4 years ago. And I was told, so this one basically is the application which I would be okay to sell, but unlikely I could get more than 6 packs of the beer for it, And after that, I kind of started to think, you know what, it doesn't cost much to kind of update design, because design is very outdated, obviously, since 2022, so 4 years without changes. And I just dropped that up to Cloud Design and got nice design update back from it. And now I'm thinking just why it doesn't cost anything to me to just rebuild it quickly and relaunch it with updated design, and just to see, okay, maybe that application can get some sales. So I'm in opposite of you. I'm not kind of killing my applications, even dead ones, but kind of looking, can I kind of get a second kind of life for this application? Because that specific app is like intermediate fasting application, just timer, there are hundreds of them. But
I think I know what's the app you're talking about. I think I remember like watching you on YouTube back then when you were talking about this kind of application. I think I remember that.
Yeah, that app was basically built 4 years ago, and I had some sales, but nothing like big. And usually getting downloads on New Year when everyone doing those New Year resolutions. But currently it's quite outdated already. And basically I decided to kind of prepare it for next New Year resolution push, and then we'll see. But after that, maybe I will sell it, maybe I will keep it. I don't know. But definitely MRR should be revenue improved. At double digits, less than $100 in a month, something like, once in a while, Yeah, I will say no. I will say no.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not like dead, but almost no sales, because app obviously looks outdated, and even someone getting to it from App Store search, and even if they download, very few people are just upgrading, and so I need to update everything. So I did. I didn't release it yet. Maybe we'll do that today on the stream. We'll see. But design is updated. I should kind of play around with it, test it, spend a day on it, and relaunch.
Okay. That's one of the things that I was doing, like in the past few months. What if I did this? What if I did that? And that what if became very tiring to me. And right now, like doing no what ifs there. I have one winner application, VidNotes, and that's what I should be focusing on. One interesting angle on this, I think, is like because in general, whenever you sell an application right now, like you don't sell a code base itself. although you like sell the code base, but it's not what matters the most at the moment. What matters is the users that use your application, yeah, and that's what you're actually selling. Like vibe coding has been so viable right now, and you can do so easily so many mobile apps right now. The low revenue generating applications are getting harder to sell. I have one guy which I bought one app from my teleprompter application. Last year I bought an app from him, he's been selling applications every few months. He comes out on Twitter and he sells a list of low revenue generating applications that he built. I would say the MRR calculation from there is usually 0.8 times MRR, times 12, 1.1 times 12. On those low level revenue, the multiple of the money you can get is usually max to up to 1.5 RRR, and that's it. The multiple isn't there because it's so random, especially when you get traffic organically only right now, and that's something that's something I think has changed, because I saw multiple people sell their apps for low revenue, generating apps for a low amount. There is not this 2 or 3x multiple on their apps on RRR, because it's so easy to make this kind of application. And sometimes if you have a 100 MRR making application, if you buy, do you really care to buy this one, or you just make one yourself? 100 MRR isn't that big of a deal. So that's something I've been thinking of.
Of course, the code base, when you're buying application, code base worth almost nothing, because you can basically just kind of build application very fast. But at least historically, reasons to buy applications was that if you have up, first you already mentioned that if you have users which are using application, and if even they are using it for free, you can still convert them. That's one thing. Another thing is the application, reputation in App Store. If your application is more than a few days old, let's say a year or few years old, then at least previously it was ranking better. I don't know if that still works. And of course, if you already have some kind of traction on some App Store keywords, that also is valuable, because getting into the App Store with fresh new application and start ranking for keywords, it's not that easy. And with kind of older application, you're already ranking at least for something. Is those keywords valuable? That's another question, because if you don't have any revenue, then probably no. But maybe problem is in monetization, right? You and I unlikely will have this problem. If application getting downloads, most likely we will convert users, but globally talking about reasons to buy applications without revenue, that those could be two more of them, but that's definitely not code base. No one cares about that. And those magic multipliers, what we saw previously, 5 and even more years annual run rate, annual revenue from application, those are not happening anymore. That time is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're above 1K, I think one other indie hacker, I think David, he released the tool to value your application right now, and I was checking it out, how's the value of, for example, VidNotes right now, and in general, I think whenever you're making at least above 1K of MRR or actual revenue, you can think you can actually think about those multiples still, because 1K MRR right now is even harder than it was 1 year ago. Like 100 to 500 can be like some kind of luck things, but like if you reach above 1K, you're definitely doing something right. And I've been like thinking, seeing that multiple, and okay, right now VidNotes is making close to 2.5. The calculation was like the multiple and the category is actually also a good multiplier. So I checked, and from like very low, it's at least 3x to 5x. That's the multiple for this kind of application. And when you see it like that, that's like the 2.5 3K revenue application is worth around, I would say, 100, at least around $100K. I think it's still viable. Like those multiples can be viable. People are buying products still, but the 0 to very low revenue generating applications, if you don't have like a great following, I think you potentially could sell it because you have some audience. And I saw like Viktor Sariev, he's not been very active on X recently, but I think I saw last year he also did the same application. Basically, you had the same idea, Bible chat type of application, and he sold basically zero revenue generating application for like double, triple the price of what I did sell, because he had some like list of subscribers on to his Telegram channel and following. So that's something to think about.
Yeah, audience of course definitely helps. Yeah, that's also adding trust to the deal. I think that makes those sales easier because of that.
Yeah, and in terms of audience, I wanted to ask you, because before I started, I told you that I started a new YouTube channel, but you told me that you started a new YouTube channel too. So I wanted to ask you, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
I started the channel just yesterday, and the reason is because if you're talking about platforms, YouTube, I see that kind of moving more to the like Netflix direction, maybe kind of. And then, if you kind of creating different type of content, then your audience is kind of getting confused. Sure, you can kind of create whatever content you want, and YouTube will do the best job to kind of try to find the audience for your videos. But the problem is that there is such thing like subscribers, and YouTube kind of feeding that video to your subscribers first. Then that doesn't work if that's something that your audience doesn't expect, and then YouTube may or may not try to send this video to someone else. So my channel is still kind of small. Okay, maybe for someone it looks big, but generally speaking, it's not. It's kind of relatively small. It's 40-something thousand subscribers, but but still that audience is mostly for programming, app building business. They are for that here. And now I started to kind of think about, okay, I have this tourism and motorcycle riding related application, and I would like to kind of promote that in my videos. And my audience is happy to see that building part of the application, maybe talking about marketing, what else, challenges, business side, but that's not my kind of target audience who will kind of get this application and ride around. So yeah, that's why I started kind of new channel, just to do not talk about development on the channel at all, and I just scheduled a video to release later today, which is just kind of silent vlog, not vlog, like point of view, me riding towards the Bangkok video. And I think that type of content is relatively easy to produce. It's still original video. It's not like some AI slope. And it's relatively easy because I'm not talking in that video. Anyone can watch it. That doesn't matter if you understand English or not. Even a lot of people speak English, but not everyone speak. So I think that could be a way to promote the application, and it costs me nothing much to create those videos as well. So we'll see how that will go. I just made this channel. I created this channel yesterday, and I published one short on it so far. That short got something like 300 or 500 views, which is quite nice.
Nice.
For very first short on the channel. So I scheduled a few more shorts for the upcoming days. We'll publish video today. So we'll see how that will go, how that will work. Maybe that will help with marketing for that specific product.
Yeah, that's very interesting to me to hear. I think you are onto something here.
Yeah, I think so. I think that Instagram is more kind of forgiving. In that case, you can just publish five times in a day, and multiple different topics and so on, and that will work just fine. But if you will do the same on the YouTube, you basically kind of hurting your channel. Sure, if you will be kind of specific on topic, kind of focused on Instagram as well, your Instagram channel will grow faster, that will work better, but generally it's not that strict like YouTube.
Yeah, my Instagram is constantly losing followers. I've been at 4K at some point. I think that was my top when we talk about I think I stopped around 2018. I think I hit around 4K there. I'm close to the 2.7K right now. I've been losing constantly followers there because I stopped posting for a few years. You may say I went back to posting quite regularly last year with some breaks, but I've been losing followers there, but it's all right. I want to focus mostly on YouTube. One product I'm making for making shorts that will be useful in my workflow video about how to set up Hermes agent doing working with vid notes and this other product, and share it on my other YouTube channel. I also have not one other totally automated YouTube channel for VidNotes app that has been making in the past 3 weeks almost 50k views on automation, and it's kind of growing all the time. So I'm really happy because I think we may get to 100k really fast views, which I didn't achieve at all, never basically. That made me think about starting maybe potentially a few more automated channels, and focused strictly on VidNotes, and that's been my thinking.
Both growing YouTube or Instagram, those are also in this way are very different, because on Instagram it's always battle about kind of getting more subscribers than you are losing, because you are losing subscribers on Instagram no matter what. You always kind of losing every month. If you will go to Instagram statistics, you will see that whatever 300 subscribers lost, 400 new gained. So it's if you basically getting more followers than losing them, then yeah, you basically your Instagram channel is growing. But it's working like that for, I think, for everyone. Everyone is losing followers or subscribers on Instagram. On YouTube, it's a little bit different. YouTube audience somehow are more keen to stay subscribed. Yes, you of course losing subscribers on YouTube as well, but generally, it's not like ongoing battle like on the Instagram. On YouTube, for example, you can basically do not post anything for 3 months and come back basically to the same subscriber number. On Instagram, if you will do that, you will definitely lose some percentage of your followers. The more followers you have, the more you will lose, and that's.
Yeah, I think you are right there. I don't know. After short research, I decided, I'm going with this new channel. This new channel have at least like one or a few, like one topic around what I want to do in the next time, and I'm aware like what I'm right now doing. Maybe like I don't have like too much experience with like being really great on camera, but I'm doing my daily reps in. I wanted to document what I've been doing, like what I'm talking about, and that's something I want to have right now, because I'm like I said, like I think I said a word focus in the past month like a bazillion times, so let's not get into that anymore. One thing I've been doing also quite recently, in the past 2 weeks, I've been getting more into Upwork, because I've set up my personal website. I've revived that. I've had this like lane of mobile apps there. I'm like right now like applying for some freelance mobile applications, and it's so hard right now to get anything like on Upwork, especially when you have a profile like I do right now, which is like 000. But I've started talking and got to talk to one guy who's doing very cool and nice and small, quite a big application. I think that he's doing something really cool, and I started talking with him. Hopefully he'll get back to me, like for example today or tomorrow, and we will get started working together. I would really enjoy working that. I really enjoyed on the work of part of what I've did for him, and I will probably have right now, even if we don't start working together in long term, I already agreed with him to do some paid work for at least a few hours. So that will give me at least one boost on the profile on the Upwork, and that's what I'm doing right now. Right now, there's so many people like looking for people to do something with their app on Upwork, and of course I went into this to find jobs for doing AI automations, but right now I've been like doing like 70% mobile apps and like 20 to 30% AI automations applying, because I still don't have too much proof of my automations. That's one of the reasons I made the channel, to like record the proof of what I've been doing, and I've been doing like different crazy stuff with AI automations. And regarding that crazy stuff, I wanted to ask you, like, you are staying full focused on your mobile apps right now? You're not looking for another freelance work?
No, I don't. I'm on revenue level, which is kind of okay to cover kind of expenses. It's not super comfortable, can't afford like expensive travels, what else not. But that's, comfortable enough to pay all the bills and kind of live here in Thailand. So there's no good reason to jump on other job, because why? Sure, I will make more money, but I will have way less time, and that money will not be life-changing. It will be just I will be able to afford more extras, I don't know, to go to fancy vacation or what else not, but I'm not ready to sell my time for that. So no, I don't see any reason now to jump on other job, and I better kind of double down on my own apps, on marketing for them, and try to kind of increase revenue. And that kind of works, I see growth in the income. It's not super fast, but that's normal. That should be kind of slow. And it's getting kind of better month after month. And if that let's say if the chart will kind of keep going as it goes with revenue, I'm basically happy to stay on my indie apps and my own projects forever.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I think I would love to get that, but right now I am in this this is I see and really like the growth of VidNotes, and I'm working 60 to 70 hours per week right now to continue, but I am doing still some part of contracting, some kind of freelancing stuff right now, because the revenue isn't there yet, so I cannot go full focus. But I feel like I'm in this area time where I'm switching, and I'm getting into this new timeline where I'm getting really well with all of those. Right now, up until I would say last 1 month or two months. We've been reinvesting 100% of revenue from VidNotes, but right now we kept the Google Ads, Apple Ads spending at the similar amount, and it looks all right now, because we've got something left right now. So after maybe I don't know what to do yet, but after maybe this new the payment that will happen in around 10 days, maybe we'll think about, okay, is there any play that we can do, maybe find an influencer who would want $1 to $2K of revenue, for a bigger influencer to get our app known for other people. That's what I've been thinking recently, and I don't know. Maybe that's what we going to do, or maybe we'll increase the App Store ads or Google Ads budget. That's something way more easy to measure. Maybe that's the slow and steady growth strategy that we should be doing. We'll see. But yeah, and I'm not taking any revenue for myself right now from VidNotes. I have that everything separated, everything on a separate account, and I'm doing this reinvesting all the time, and I want to continue doing that. So that's why I'm doing the contracting right now as one of my main things right now. Yeah.
What's your goal eventually? So you will, because there's nothing bad in contracting, you can basically kind of build business on consulting, and basically have a successful consulting business and so on. I just want to say that. But what is your personal end goal? Because I personally don't want to do consulting. I like to build my own products, and I would like to kind of live on revenue from my own products. But what's your take on that? Would you like to keep this contracting like a business, or?
It's kind of hard to tell right now. because on one side I really like what I'm doing, having my own products. I really like having my own products, and I would love to live from my own products and be able to do that. But there is this one other side I'm really interested right now, which is B2B, but I'm thinking like automations and doing automations for other people. And that's something that really pulling me in. And I don't know if it's like a shiny object syndrome or something like that. That may be true, but it kind of clicks for me. And I don't know if that's the direction I want to go. Still like as 100%. Compared to products, because I'm maybe kind of getting a little bit better now to B2C user acquisition. So maybe I should continue with that. I definitely and maybe I will have to cut this right now, but I definitely don't want to go right now work for someone in like as an employee of their company, like as a employee. And yes, I've had a very hard time of like fitting in one particular company for a very long time, like being like the best employee they have. I always like had on my mind that I'll be doing stuff with my for myself, and is that serving clients and doing automation, setting up automations for them, or like making applications for them, like fixed price, no hourly billing stuff, type of thing, like and doing like delivering packages, like what I mean, like deliver, okay, this is the app you want, okay, let's agree on the budget, I build it for you, and that's what we're doing. That's something for me right now. I'm feeling this is something, because like I'm working quite a lot, and I've built I don't know how many apps are started, 50 in the past 2 years. 50, I think it's a very conservative number of apps I did, and I think, okay, if I got like $500 for those, for each of those, at least, it would be like very different situation right now. And that's my thinking right now. I've been doing some work, so the work doesn't change for me. Although I'm doing different stuff, the work doesn't change for me in terms of me sitting there in the office and working. If I do stay on the B2C, or I like pursue this kind of freelancing, contracting, I don't want to. I don't feel I would like to build a company around building mobile apps specifically. In general, like software house type of stuff. No, that's nothing. That's not I'm thinking about. Like, I'm rather thinking about maybe doing like doing going into like helping older businesses doing B2B stuff. But I'm not 100% sure if that's the 100% sure that's the direction. I know I would like to do it, and I have written big plans for like September for outreach, and do all this stuff. But yeah, my answer is getting longer. But I may be doing mainly YouTube videos. Like maybe I'll get this mix of mobile apps and automations, and I'll create a school community. Maybe that's something I'll work on. I see tons of people doing that, but mixing mobile apps and automations all together might be some kind of cool thing to do. I still have product ideas, so I think my answer is very bad, but I hope you like it.
That doesn't sound like focus that you kind of preached before.
You are 100% right. That doesn't sound like focus. But that doesn't sound like focus, and you are 100% right. That's why I like want to eliminate tons of stuff right now. But yeah, we'll see how this goes.
I think that options that you are kind of selling, so part of your applications, that's also not kind of bad thing, because that can give you some runaway, to work on your kind of applications that you want to work and don't want to sell. And sure, I think also in those kind of like emergency kind of thing, just in case someone kind of needs money, you can always kind of sell one application which doing well, and then get run away for next 6-12 months, whatever,
Yeah.
and then kind of keep working. I know that Adam Light did similar thing. He basically was, for a while, he was building applications and selling them. And then he started to make enough money from applications to do not sell them anymore. And now he is buying applications, to kind of, that's also a way to work. But he's kind of staying in this line of building applications. Even he launched a few kind of B2B products as well. But that's not consulting. Consulting is kind of a little bit different. The problem with consulting, as I see, it is huge time expense on support and sales. Basically, you have to do this sales call, something to sell your offer. Then you have to understand what the exact problem of the customer is. Then you go in and automate it. And if it is some kind of recurring payment, then that's, I think, is good. If it is not, then that should be expensive enough service to kind of keep it going,
Yeah, well, basically what I am right now, like I have an offer for this kind of, it all depends on what your company would need, and there are so many automations that you can do, and but one example offer is like there's a setup fee. It's a few $1,000 usually for a setup, and then recurring fee from managing that system. And that's basically the whole system right now. And I've been getting very much into management of agents through Buzz, like in the past few weeks, and that whole model of setting up and having recurring revenue. I think that's something that very interesting to me, because like mobile apps are big, but in generally, how many people do you know who have businesses, different kind of businesses, and how many people do you know have apps? Like, I know we are like in kind of a small bubble, and mobile apps is still not like a viable, different. It's still not a popular enough business idea that you can help so many people, that you can help people. I have like in my family, and I'm going to, after the holiday, the vacation is over, and I'm going to talk with them to like see what they may need. I have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 family members that have their own businesses, and my friends have their own businesses that I will be talking to help them set up automations. You can set up automations in like all of those kind of businesses, and that's my thinking. Okay, I feel like this is something I am, because mobile apps, I don't know, I really like doing myself the mobile apps, and doing the business is kind of hard, but I think that's always the case no matter what type of business you're choosing.
Absolutely.
But it's something like very niche, and it's hard to comprehend for regular people, even business owners, the business side of this thing. And if you like talking to business owners, okay, I'm going to free 50 hours per month for you. How does it sound? Yeah. And that's very alluding offer for me. Like for me, in my opinion, that's one part of it. Or I'm going to make you so much money because you will spend like 50 hours less, and you'll have 50 hours more to like book meetings, like or something like that. Yeah. That's my thinking right now, and I think also I think like this is a new software as a service model. It's not a like product that you sell. This model, and I think we talked about it last week, but I wrote an article actually about it. Like this new service is a new SaaS. Basically, that's something that some way smarter people than me has been saying. But this like you provide a service to someone. You, for example, evaluate. Okay, what we can automate here. You set up them the automations, and then you make sure that it runs for them. That's kind of this new kind of model, and that people are doing really well with, and there is so much people interested in automating their stuff, and I've been getting into this more. That's very interesting to me. Hermes agent, Buzz, that's something I wanted to talk about you. I've been talking about Buzz, etc. Recently quite a lot, but you told me before the podcast that you tried Buzz, and I wanted to hear your opinion about it.
I will not say I kind of invested a lot of time in that. I just basically installed Buzz, gave access to Claude and Codex, and basically started to chat a little bit. And I have to say that I don't really like this for now, just like having Slack for agents, whatever it is. I don't really want to talk with them. And that's so annoying. I'm also saying, okay, we are in this thread. There is no one else in this thread. Just you and me. Just read what I'm saying and answer. And the agent saying, yes, of course, I will do. And then I'm just writing something in silence, and I need to add this say to agent, hello, I'm talking with you. You said you will listen. You will listen. Oh, automation didn't work well. I will fix that ASAP. Okay, it's working now. Again, doesn't work. Really? It's just, I don't know. I can do basically the same thing in Codex application or cloud application, and have just kind of regular kind of effective conversation about the project. I don't need, I don't know, one Slack with sub-projects and so on. Maybe I'm missing big picture here. Maybe that kind of helps if I can work together, get to how like all the agents, Cloud, Codex, maybe something else together and talk to each other and so on. But I do not see what problem I'm solving here. I just made problem for myself to making this kind of conversation harder. I do not see what kind of problem I'm solving here, because in Cloud, I'm just talking to Fable, I'm saying, Fable, here's the task, we are working with this thing, launch multiple agents, use cost-effective agents for each task, and basically supervise the work on the program and on the project, and come back to me when you need any feedback or when work is done. And that's working. And basically there are multiple agents working, Fable keeping control on them, and I'm kind of happy with this solution. And after that, when everything is done, I'm going to the Codex and saying, I know you are a smart guy. Here is the project what Fable did. Please review, do the code review. Please review the architecture. Tell me what is wrong, what should be improved, and so on. And then I'm getting kind of feedback from Codex. I'm kind of evaluating that, kind of thinking, yeah, it sounds about right. And giving that back. Yeah, sure. I'm kind of walking in between Cloud and Codex, but that can be for Cloud, that can be maybe overnight tasks to work on this kind of relatively big project and kind of work on big features. And I'm getting that in hour, in 2, or maybe on the morning. And yeah, I don't see what kind of problem that solves for me.
Yeah, I understand you. The adding I got already, after 3 weeks of using it, or 2 weeks, I don't know, I got already used to that, but it's annoying. I agree, totally agree, and that's some feedback I've added. You can add feedback to the theme, and that's something I added too. I really liked it, and I think it's actually something more. I think like indie hackers aren't really good audience for this kind of thing. Like this is a replacement for integrating bots in Slack, because companies, you can like you can have a company instead of in having Slack. There is this value of having a agent, and but other people can also call the agent, you know. So whenever you work together, that's kind of what it is. And for like when you have like 5, 10 or more people together working, and that's when it becomes something more valuable, in my opinion, for companies. And for a solo person, I've been working with this in 3 weeks, and it helped me like on one thing particularly. It's an easy way to read chat on my phone, so I can do tons of work from my phone, make the agent work together. That's something that's very I would say it's valuable, but there are some I would say there are some there are some issues with that, I must say, and a few of those issues that you mentioned, that are true. For example, I am constantly thinking, okay, I have these agents on my phone, I have those. Is this something that making me more productive? Am I making more money? Like, or I'm just spending more money? And that's something I've been thinking about recently quite a lot. And right now, I decided yesterday, after 3 days working inside bars, 3 weeks working or 2 inside bars, I'll be migrating from bus. I won't be doing that anymore. There are some it's alluding if you're a company, but for me, I'll be doing a very similar setup, but with Hermes agent, where like this is like Grogbot. Have you heard about Grogbot, by the way? Have you read a little bit about it?
No, I didn't, but I used CloudBot for a while ago in Discord, and that was kind of like that experience, that it is easier to chat on phone. But since then, the Codex added mobile application, and you can basically go back to your Codex app, all the kind of threads that you have. Claude doesn't work so well. You need to kind of specifically say to the sessions that you should be available remotely before you're going to the gym. Basically, I'm kind of running task. I'm saying, okay, you session, you have to be active. Mm-hmm. And then it will be available on the phone, and then I can be on treadmill in the gym and basically check into that section, into that chat. And that is all that I need for kind of having those agents on phone. I don't need basically anything more. And if it is something, I don't know, what I'm thinking about on the go and that should be immediately implemented, it's never that urgent, actually. And most often the session is still available. That's one thing. About working with teams, I was kind of thinking about that when I used Buzz. That was one kind of use case that I saw. Okay, that could be useful. Basically, currently I'm working on that my motorcycle kind of travel application on mostly using Claude, and I could basically have it in Buzz and then my wife could also kind of use Buzz to communicate with the same kind of agent, because he is doing that kind of research part, adding points of interest, basically interesting places around the Bangkok, because there is like multiple layers of the map that you can kind of add on top of like map where you are, like eating places in Bangkok or sunset places in Bangkok, stuff like that. You got that. So she currently kind of giving me images for that, or giving the list of places, and I'm kind of giving that to the cloud to kind of implement and deploy on website or implement in the application. Sure, we could kind of do that. She could kind of talk with agent in the chat, but I don't think that's a good idea. You know, why if she is not kind of technical founder, why should he talk with development team? Let's say so, right? It's
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. I will say I always was more or less kind of basic kind of tool user, you know, kind of for terminal. I'm using just terminal. I tried like iTerm, Smooks, what else not, but generally terminal just do the job, you know. It's here already installed when you basically just launch the macOS, you know. And for coding, mostly Xcode, there are kind of, I don't know, other kind of IDs and so on. And I think that I'm already too distracted with all the different projects that I'm doing, you know. I don't need another distraction to fine-tune my Smooks or whatever, you know, my terminal to kind of work with all the agents. There is, as soon as Claude and Codex made decent applications, which works, I basically switch it to them, and I'm just using them, and I'm fine. And I'm getting asked, oh, why don't you use terminal? Why don't you use this and that? Because, in terminal, if you want to have different kind of chats for different applications, you have to keep them open, or then you need to have some kind of Smacks or something, you know, some more fancy terminal. I'm simple man. I like simple solutions. Yeah.
I like CMAX, but it's still the same issue. You have to keep track of those terminal windows, and I also prefer the professional term for this is GUI. So a type of application which is like this Codex or Claude application. I totally understand you. I think I've been using like Codex like up until I started working with Buzz. I've been using Codex application quite heavy. I moved away from terminal a little bit more. I'm still using some, but I like lowered down the amounts of projects I have in there. Just you know, sometimes you just wanna pull out a terminal and that's it, but I'm not using anything like fancy inside there. And I think you had great points. One thing I wanted to talk about is Shipaton. How is your Shipaton work?
Well,
one thing. Let's go.
I'm working on that feedback thread application. I would say that web application is basically feature rich and done. I am not adding anything new. No, I'm just basically kind of implemented that for all my apps, and that's basically it. Mobile application is also kind of done. I just need to kind of finalize the payment part. I added onboarding already, and basically I need to do boring stuff, you know, screenshots, app icon, submit that for app review. I'm not kind of super motivated to do that because I'm kind of building this application for whatever 30 plus users and Shipaton, so therefore I'm kind of slacking a little bit, but I think I should kind of get it done this week. And and then just submit for review. I was sidetracked with that that points of interest. I was working on that, adding to the map and so on. That was kind of more interesting, more motivating work to do. Because also I think, I'm mostly building that mobile application for Shipaton, and there is no chance that I will win Shipaton with this application. There is no real kind of money behind it, because I think if customers will pay for the application, they will pay for the product, which is more like that web part is more important. And those are kind of the reasons why I'm not kind of rushing with this application. I will finalize it, I will release it, but I don't know. I do not care much about it. I care to make it good enough product, but I do not care from that perspective that will not kind of be money revenue driver, this application, and also there is no chance to win Shipaton. That will be very basic mobile application, because that is just companion application for more complex web product.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense, and you are right. That's probably not a winner when you're like making a very niche one application. One thing about Shipaton, I was thinking, like, I don't know, maybe I cured my X algorithm a little bit towards more doing this automation bots, etc. Because I don't see tons of posts about Shipaton on X or anywhere, basically. Do you feel the same or no?
I'm not that often on X to kind of see the difference, and I'm usually, when I'm kind of going in, I'm just basically checking posts from people who I'm following. But I will not be surprised if Shipatons and hackathons become less and less kind of popular, because the development part, as we talking for 12 episodes already, development part becomes kind of relatively easy, because I think that previously the drive of those hackathons was to come together and build something fast. There was like 24-hour hackathon to go from idea to something real, and then where people were coming with some kind of prototypes or half-baked kind of solutions and basically stick that together like a team, and that was a drive for those events. No, I don't know. With AI, I think part of that is kind of lost already, because most of those projects are vibe coded, and you can build kind of decent application in 24 hours if you have decent prompt. And yeah, I think I don't know if there is less action around that kind of hackathon, but if it is, then that could be my guess why that's happening. But yeah, I don't see that much, because I'm just not often on X. For me, social media is kind of, I can fall into the doom scroll like any other normal people, just scrolling reels. That happens. But I don't know, I will say I'm bad at being present in social kind of media. When I try to grow my Twitter, it just became X, yeah. When I tried to grow my kind of X or Twitter, then I basically had reminders to go on the Twitter and do daily posts and basically check in and interact with other posts. If that's not if that's not in my to-do list, I can basically do not open X for a week.
That's I am kind of addicted to X, but although ever since I'm using this Android phone, I actually almost stopped doom scrolling at all, basically. But the reason for it is like I'm spending most of my time on Buzz whenever I like lay in bed. I don't do doom scrolling. I do some writing down some items, for everything. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think you have a really great point about like those hackathons, Shipatons, and I bet they will be. The Shipaton will get, because they have so much great rewards. I bet there will be like hundreds of apps, thousands of apps applying Because they will have to figure out, okay, which apps, like they will have a very tough time to actually like have a winner. And I think you're right that like that's something that's kind of losing its point basically, because previously it was the most capable team to make a great or a fun or whatever it is product. Right now it's something that like everyone can deliver within this time. I don't know. So I've been the next, and I think I curated my my timeline a little bit differently, and I'm seeing most of the stuff from people I follow, although I don't see too many Shipaton sharing, and that inside communities I don't see tons of talk about Shipaton either. I don't know. I don't know what people are doing. I feel like this kind of community part of X in the hacking stuff have moved towards maybe smaller communities, like whenever you are on Slack or school, like everybody is building its own community. You know what I mean? I think
that conversation switched a bit. This is kind of built in public. There are so many people who are scared about stealing ideas, and previously that was less scary when you had to really develop them. Now it is you just basically kind of copy the tweet and give that as a prompt, to AI, and that guy building this thing, copy that and make application for me. It's super easy now to be copycats. That's probably one of the reasons why building public kind of stuff is kind of more silent. Another thing, there are clear engagement farming on X as well. I don't know, is it for followers? Is it for money from X? What is the reason? But there are basically a lot of sensational posts, basically. If you are doing this, you are doing it wrong, there is a right way how to do this, and basically about marketing for applications, about building products and so on. And those are more like general kind of general information posts, how to build whatever agent farms, what else not, but not like exactly, here is my application, it making 5K in a month, I did this and that to get there. There are no posts like that. That's more like without evidence, without any receipts, just kind of, here is my blueprint how to print money. I made application that makes a lot of money without proof that guy have up at all. But posts are very sensational. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm not often on X. I'm usually just opening, looks interesting. I'm opening and then I'm kind of scrolling through again, next bullshit post, okay. Closing post, closing X, going do another thing, Scrolling Instagram, there at least is food recipes and motorcycle content that I can binge watch without good reason, just for dopamine.
Yeah, I understand. I got it totally. But I think there was some algorithm change, I think a month ago, where I could actually see again post from people I follow, way less like engagement baits right now, and I think I kind of like this one. There are still so many things I bookmark so many things but I mostly right now don't even read those. I just send them to my agent basically to like apply for some like get to market strategy for Hermes agent, and it's something that's like can be useful for me now or a little bit more in the future. I'm like writing down everything in my code base, like memory, and like I'm building like a memory library of items that are really important to me. That's what I've been doing in the past months, past I would say a month or maybe a bit less, 2 weeks. One more thing about X. Have you heard? And probably not, because I think it's like went viral yesterday. Basically, this website Outbids.lol.
I saw the post from one of the indie hackers that this was released yesterday, and today it has 5 copycats, something like that. But I opened X, I saw that, but I kind of clicked on link on that Outbid, and that's it. I didn't even kind of understood what exactly is this product. Probably that's basically that there you can kind of have some marketing on that Outbid post. If you will pay the top price, you will get on the top marketing place.
Yeah, so what Outbid is basically you bid, you give them information about your product, and you outbid to be listed on this list. That's basically it. I don't know. That's very simple product. They've made over 20k already. I think I see like there's like 10, 3, 2, which is already like 17, 18, 19, 20, like I would say top 17 is above 1k right now. So they've made already, I know, 30k plus dollars. They give you stats already, like straight out stats, what people are seeing, like the redirection from is it worth to pay for it? But like for me, it's so crazy. Like somebody built this product, and last week we talked about Can I Vibe Coded.com. They sold ad spots because it went viral on X, and it clearly shows you that like products are starving for any kind of visibility right now. Basically, products are starving for any kind of visibility because like they straight out go to the page, okay, it can go viral, let's bid on it, and let's stay on this page, and I think it will continue to go viral. Probably over the weekend they will claim spots for more money, but it will die down soon. It won't live forever. It's kind of short viral thing that's happening, and that's probably going to die down. I don't know how, like, can I vibe code.com website, they are doing they are doing their website looks okay. I think they are getting some traffic, but it is with this, and you can make fast money, and I should probably think of something like that. If I want to focus on my mobile apps, maybe I should think about this kind of a viral idea for a product, because just a quick cash grab for someone. That's sounds stuff. We're trying here to make products over months and even years, and we're scraping for money, and here there are people like doing very simple giving money and you'll be first website and getting and earning tons of money. It's crazy.
Yeah, good idea, nice execution, and brilliant marketing. That's all that matters here.
Yeah, okay. I think on that, we will end this episode. It went quite longer than it used to be, but I'm not sure if our listeners will see, because I will be needing to cut like 90% of my yapping. I've been doing so much of it. Kind of joking, kind of not. Thank you for listening for this episode. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
See you next one. Bye bye.
Fired by Robots Podcast.